The ocean is often described as calm, vast, and empty. That is just a blatant lie. The deeper you go, the water stops behaving like water. It presses, freezes, and crushes. At a certain depth, the ocean does not allow mistakes. It does not forgive them. It does not even notice them. Down there, darkness is not just the absence of light. It is pressure made visible. And the strange part is this: life does not disappear as the ocean gets harsher. It becomes more efficient. So here is the question that changes everything. What if the ocean is not dangerous because of what lives in it, but because of what it is? At the surface, the ocean feels familiar. Sunlight scatters through blue water. Waves roll, foam breaks, and the world feels open and alive. Humans swim here. Boats float here. Almost every story we tell about the sea begins in this thin, bright layer. But the surface is a lie of comfort. Drop below a few dozen meters and the first changes begin. Light weakens fast. By 200 meters, colors are gone, replaced by a flat, cold blue. Shapes blur and distance becomes hard to judge, but the ocean hasn't attacked yet. But it has started taking things away. Pressure is next, and it arrives quietly. Every 10 meters down adds another atmosphere of force. At 100 meters, the weight pressing on your body is like having a fully loaded lorry parked on every square meter of skin. You don't feel it directly. Your nerves aren't built for that. But air spaces are. Lungs, sinuses, equipment housings, camera seals. This is why submarines are round, why deep-sea cameras sit inside thick metal spheres, and why anything hollow becomes fragile the deeper it goes. Cold follows close behind. Water pulls heat from the body about 25 times faster than air. Muscles lose strength. Fingers stiffen. Reaction time slows. In cold, dark water, the body burns energy faster while thinking more slowly. This is not an environment that kills quickly. It weakens first. By 500 meters, sunlight is almost gone. This region is often called the twilight zone, not because it is peaceful, but because nothing is fully visible anymore. Day and night lose meaning. Shadows exist without sources. For humans, vision has always been the main sense. Here it becomes unreliable, and without vision, panic comes easily. Sound behaves differently too. In deep water, sound travels farther and faster than light. A distant engine hum, a metal creak, a sudden vibration carries for kilometers. Silence does not mean safety. It means exposure. Anything that moves announces itself, whether it wants to or not. The ocean, at depth, does not rush. It applies constant force. Pressure never rests. Cold never loosens its grip. Darkness never lifts. This is why so many early submersibles failed. Hulls buckled, windows imploded, robotic arms froze. Even modern machines are built with strict limits, tested again and again, because the margin for error shrinks with every meter down. Life, however, does not retreat. As conditions worsen, the ocean does not become empty. It becomes selective. Animals thin out, but those that remain are shaped by pressure. Bodies soften, bones grow lighter, movements slow to save energy, eyes shrink or vanish. Some creatures glow faintly, producing their own light in blues and greens that travel farthest through water. Others abandon sight entirely and rely on vibration, chemical trails, or sound. What looks hostile to us is normal to them. The danger of the deep ocean is not teeth or claws. It is the environment itself, an environment that removes heat, hides information, and applies crushing force without warning. Before any animal appears on screen, the ocean has already done most of the damage. And the deeper you go, the less it feels like a place you can visit, and more like a system that was never meant to include you. The deeper you go, the more the ocean stops feeling like a place and starts behaving like a system with rules of its own. Below 1,000 meters, pressure becomes absolute. Water here presses with more than 100 times the force felt at the surface. Steel bends. Glass shatters. Human bones would collapse instantly. Yet life continues, not by resisting the pressure, but by surrendering to it. Pressure is not fought, it is accepted. Deep-sea animals are not rigid. Their bodies are soft, flexible, and filled with fluids that compress evenly. No empty spaces, no trapped air, nothing for pressure to crush. They are soft by design. This is why many deep-sea fish look unfinished. Their flesh appears loose, their movements slow and careful. They are not weak, they are efficient. Every motion costs energy, and energy is rare. Food can take weeks or months to fall from the surface. A single mistake here is not dramatic, it is final. At these depths, the ocean grows colder still, hovering just above freezing. The cold does not feel sharp, it feels draining. Chemical reactions slow, muscles lose power, batteries die faster. This is why remotely operated vehicles are wrapped in insulation and heaters, and why even then their missions are limited. Cameras fog, electronics fail. The ocean is not violent, it is persistent. Light is now completely gone. This is the midnight zone, a world without sunrise, without shadows, without color. The only illumination comes from living things. Pinpricks of blue and green drift past the lens, produced by bacteria, jellyfish, shrimp, and fish that generate light inside their own bodies. Some use it to confuse predators. Others use it to lure prey close enough to touch. In footage, these flashes look gentle. In reality, they are signals in a silent war. Sound replaces sight entirely. Vibrations ripple through the water, bending around obstacles, traveling for kilometers. A slow movement can be detected long before it is seen. This is why many deep-sea animals barely move at all. They wait. Stillness becomes camouflage. Anything large that moves with purpose stands out immediately. For humans, this is where the ocean becomes deeply unsettling. There are no landmarks, no horizon, no clear sense of up or down. Submersible lights reveal only what they touch, leaving everything else hidden. In deep sea footage, the darkness feels thick, almost physical, as if the water itself is closing in behind the camera. Technology struggles here. Even the strongest submersibles, built with thick titanium hulls and tested under extreme conditions, have strict depth limits. Cables snap, communication delays grow longer, signals weaken. At great depth, machines become isolated islands of light in an endless black volume. If something fails, help is not coming quickly, or at all. And yet, life does not just survive, it adapts perfectly. Some animals grow enormous mouths and needle-thin teeth, built to grab whatever rare meal appears. Others stretch into long, thread-like forms, maximizing their chance of contact in empty water. Many have no eyes at all. They have no need for them. The ocean has removed light from the equation, and evolution has followed. This is why the deep ocean feels hostile, not because it is angry, but because it is honest. It offers no comfort, no second chances. It strips away everything humans rely on and rewards only what fits its rules. Pressure, cold, darkness, and silence are not background conditions here. They are the main forces shaping life. The deeper you descend, the more obvious it becomes that humans are visitors, not residents. We can observe, we can record, we can briefly intrude with lights and cameras, but we cannot belong. And somewhere in this hostile system, perfectly adapted to pressure and darkness, Massive hunters move through the black, turning sound into sight and depth into an advantage. If you want to understand how something can thrive where everything else fails, watch the ocean's most extreme specialist next, the sperm whale. If you enjoyed this descent, consider liking, subscribing, and following it even deeper in the video, Why Sperm Whales Get Deadlier the Deeper You Go.